What's for dinner? Old clothes. The lazy man cookway.
That's yesterday's intro.
Oh no, kitchen accident.
Oh, I don't
olives.
want that. Oh, well, we're stuck.
Glass broken. Can we get these olives out of here without broken glass? Right here's the sort of thing you don't want in your olives. Broken glass. We're in triage now. It's olive triage. See there? Don't want that in your olive. These look okay. Put that in your dish, you can get sued. Journal of New England Medicine recommends a little rinsing when you got glass particles in your olives. Olives free of glass shards. Cost extra.
Here's the final product from yesterday.
Looked good.
We were in it together. I wish you could have been here to eat it, because I tell you what, it was delicious. I don't think I could. First of all, Dexter, the cilantro completely disintegrated, so you couldn't even see it.
But could you taste it?
I could taste what I consider the flavor of cilantro, subtle, because with all the other flavors in there, it kind of. But I'd be curious if because you all said you thought cilantro tastes like soap. I just don't get that.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, if you have that gene, apparently that's what it does.
Well, it
sometimes
totally,
it does too, like in
totally,
regular.
And then I know Katie would want one of these olives here in the picture. Yeah.
Not funny. I'll go into. I'll get hives everywhere.
You'll go into hyperbolic shock or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just hoping for no bloody stools this morning from the glass shards.
Right. Yeah. So far, so good. Y'all don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm waiting. David hadn't seen that video yet, so he doesn't know about the whole glass accident.
What's that? Yellow rice there, or what is that?
Yeah, that's yellow rice. That's the the Vigo brand, Vigo. That's what I get for yellow rice. I just put it, and I put it in my rice steamer. I am no good at cooking rice in the pot on the stove. I just don't get it right. And a lot of these packages, they don't say it on the package, but you can put them in the steamer. And so I just put that in the steamer with the exact amount of water that the package called for if you did it in the pot, and it comes out just fine. You cook it on the white rice setting for 45 minutes, and it came out just fine. And then, of course, what you got to do is actually you got to shred the beef. This is the key part, because and this is a little time consuming, but I take it out before it's actually, maybe before in the last hour, I take it out and shred it and then put it back in for another hour so that meat really gets infused with the sauces. It was delicious. It was delicious. Anyway, I started with that. That was yesterday's intro video that I mistakenly left on here. So that's how come we started out talking about that. But what we were going to do is talk about what was going on in Minnesota. Oh, well, this is another one here. Did y'all see the robot races?
Oh, yeah.
In China?
Set a world record. Beat Usain Bolt.
And I love how they stop them. That's how
and they break.
They just put up a big wall and they run into it. That's how they stop them.
The one that ran really in and then like backed up and then fell down and like exploded. That was funny.
Look at that. That's how they just run into a wall and then they come over in stretchers and pick them up. You know, China's way ahead of us on robots. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I don't know if robots are something we really want to get into.
This is how the Terminator world starts.
Yeah. But they are way ahead of us.
But the
big news we were going to get into is Spider-Man went on the attack against the right wingers in Minneapolis. Good old Minneapolis, Katie. I swear, y'all always got on top of things. You know, you got the way to do this stuff.
We have to fight the fascists.
Yeah, nobody does it better.
Jake Lang was arrested after his rally turned into a chaotic confrontation outside City Hall. So, what happened? According to police, Lang and members of his group arrived in 2 vehicles, and authorities allege that both vehicles drove onto the sidewalk toward a crowd of protesters. Footage from the scene appears to show protesters confronting the vehicle where Jake Lang and his supporters were demonstrating. The vehicle was carrying an American flag and a cross. At one point, a person dressed as Spider-Man appears to jump onto Lang's vehicle, apparently trying to grab the cross. Police arrested the person moments later. Police then intervened, and Lang and several others were arrested on probable cause of riot. Some protesters accused Lang's group of using bear spray, but that claim remains disputed, with conflicting videos and accounts of what actually happened. As the footage spread across social media, opinions quickly became divided. Some people argued that Jake Lang was provoking others. Others said that Lang and his supporters had the constitutional right to peacefully protest, and that no one should be subjected to violence for exercising that right. What do you think?
Well, they let the Nazis march in Chicago there, and the Jewish community. So I guess, I don't know.
Skokie.
Yeah, the old
Skokie.
Skokie. ACLU defended the Nazis in that
Yeah, they
case. The mayor,
far right extremist.
now this mayor, Katie, how long has he been mayor? 'Cause he goes all the way back to Black Lives Matter protest, doesn't he? This mayor?
He had just been put into office when the George Floyd stuff happened. So he was reelected. So
oh, okay, so that's it. But I hope they keep. And you say they've still got Jake Lang in jail now?
from what I
hope
know,
they keep. I hope they keep him there. Here's the mayor yesterday.
11:50 a.m. Far-right extremist and known racist Jake Lang arrived near Minneapolis City Hall, around the corner of 3rd Avenue and 4th Street. Both vehicles then drove onto the sidewalk in front of City Hall toward a crowd of people that were gathered there. Minneapolis police officers responded in an attempt to get the vehicles off the sidewalk, as well as to keep the peace. Officers tracked both vehicles after they left, and with the assistance of Minnesota State Patrol, we were first able to stop the vehicle at the intersection of 35W and Washington. And the second vehicle was stopped in Bloomington with the assistance of the Bloomington
right
Police
by Mall of America.
Oh, really?
Individuals that were in the two vehicles have been arrested by the Minneapolis Police
I
Department.
mean, that driving up on the
including
sidewalk.
racist Jake
I mean,
Lang.
that's how a lot of these
occupants
killings
were
happen.
arrested
and
They
both
drive into
vehicles
crowds.
were
I mean, they had every reason to stop them and arrest them just for driving up on the sidewalk. Period.
Yep.
I mean, that's all they had to do to get arrested. If you ask me.
Well, and people were angry because they were there peacefully protesting, and he drove up on the side, and they drove up on the sidewalk. And so I can understand they got mad, but then they were pepper sprayed. And like the thing is, they're saying, "Oh, that's now it's saying that no, it's not them." No, Jake Lang had a pepper spray and was spraying people as they were close to his vehicle. And then on top of that, he had 3 people we found out were actually security that he had hired to work for him. And those people were dressed up as ICE agents.
Well, that's
Dressed up, but
that's
not ICE agents, but dressed up as ICE agents.
Correct. Correct.
well, which led a lot of people I noticed online to say he was escorted by ICE agents, which I guess is what he wanted people to think. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
He got people thinking it. Now this guy here, he got pepper sprayed. This guy, this is one video you gave us earlier.
That's
This is
Oscar.
Oscar, okay.
Is there a difference
what he
between
said.
pepper spray and bear spray? There is, isn't there? Isn't bear spray a lot stronger?
Yes.
I don't know. I know that's what they used January 6th on the Capitol Hill police. They used bear spray. And that one guy, one of the policemen died from something related to it. But what's this guy? Is this guy saying these police pepper sprayed him? Why is he yelling at them? I wonder.
Because he's saying you're basically, protecting an evil person who wants to kill all Islamic people and
Oh, okay. He's not accusing these police of having pepper sprayed him.
no, he's not.
He's just been pepper sprayed here, right? Because he's drooling all over the place.
Oh, he's from Duluth. He's got a crew signal on the back. That means he races those boats in the rivers, the canoe, the crew it's called.
Oh.
He's got those
And you
oars
gotta-
on his back of his
Oh.
shirt.
This is the flag
My
Katie's gonna
Minnesota
get.
fried flag. Fried
She's
flag.
gonna get that.
Yeah.
Oh, Minneapolis. You're always getting back in the news.
And now we got Spider-Man. So I mean,
Yeah. That whole Spider-Man thing. I love that. I mean, that guy. I wonder what. I guess they'll be getting his story. I want to know his story. He showed up earlier. I saw some video where he was riding to the scene in a car, and the crowd was cheering him and stuff. And then he rolled up to Jake Lang's truck here, and I don't know who he threw this punch at, but it was anyway. Like they say, moments later, he was also arrested. So.
Why doesn't Superman ever show up anymore? Am I dating myself?
A little bit, because Spider-Man's the big thing in the movies these days.
yeah.
That
They
movie
just-
they
they
made in Cleveland about Superman a couple of years, last year, kind of flopped, I guess.
Yeah.
I bought the CD or the DVD because I didn't want to wait. And the next day it showed up on HBO.
But
Oh.
yeah, here's some. Let's see, I got some video of it.
So
But,
I'm waiting
Yeah,
for.
yeah. The Spider-Man movie's real big right now, isn't it?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
they have a new
Yeah.
one out? Or
Yep.
Something?
Yep.
Got a new one out.
But I'm waiting for Orange Dumbass to make a statement about it and how Minneapolis is just a hellscape and blah, 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 blah. Well, the thing is, this happened on one city block, people. One city block. It was not the whole city. And after Jake Lang left, everything went back to normal and they had a normal protest. So imagine that.
That Jake Lang's been around a while, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he started out at January 6th. He's a January 6th convict.
Yep.
Yeah. He never learned.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't know what beyond
He
that
loves
exactly
to
what his story
burn.
is.
He loves to burn the Quran. Loves to do that. He'll also take slabs of bacon and put it into a Quran
Oh,
to mock
lovely.
them for not eating pork. Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
So
There, right there in the foreground. There's where Spider-Man leaps onto that. This is Lang's truck. He leaps onto the front of the truck. This is a different angle from the photo I showed earlier. And there he is right there. And he goes right in. And right there, he swings at somebody. I can't tell who he tries to hit, if it's actually Jake Lang himself or not.
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Oh, there are additional charges coming too, as well.
Against Jake Lang or
Mhm.
against Spider-Man?
Lang.
We're all concerned.
Yeah.
The police have not released Spider-Man's identity either.
They
Well,
have
they
it.
can't. They can't do
Nope.
that.
You can't really. Yeah, that would be sacrilege.
I know.
Can't do that.
Peter
But,
Parker, we all know that, though. I mean, us in
This
the
is-
know.
And what Jacob Fry said, he said hate speech is not unconstitutional. In other words, you can use hate speech even if we all find it to be abhorrent. However,
Yeah.
there are exceptions to that general rule in incitement of violence, clear
Right.
threats, harassment, hate crimes that can all be potential constitutional violations.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
three
say
So
officers.
that's Jake Lang on the left there. That's his mugshot from yesterday. And who's this other guy? Who's the guy next to him?
That's Jaden Scott. He's another January 6th guy.
So
He-
he was there yesterday. He
He
arrested
has
also.
been he was arrested in Minneapolis as well for stalking and doxing. He's the guy who went to well, I mean, I've talked about Mercado Media and we've had videos from them and stuff like that during the ICE raids.
Yeah.
But he found Andrew Mercado's apartment and stood outside his apartment and said, "I'm going to come and get you. We're going to kill you." And like made threats and stuff. But he got bailed out.
That guy looks like Harry Potter, that kid that played Harry Potter.
You know he
Kinda
does. He does. Yeah. Oh my God, that's what became a Harry Potter. Lang and Scott were arrested in the aftermath of the clashes when their vehicles stopped. Oh, they so yeah, like I say, they were close. That was close to the Mall of America, where they arrested.
3 officers were injured in this. One tweaked his hip. Okay. The second was hit in the head by a hard object, probably that cross that was being moved around all the time. And third had their ankle rolled or their foot run over by one of the 2 vehicles.
Wow.
Scenes out of Minneapolis.
Probably...
Jake Lang was.
Okay, I was getting back to this Hakeem Jeffries and Jared Criminal Kushner.
Oh, you want to get to that? Yeah, I've got it here. Let me go get it. I did have it.
I got a blurb over in comments.
Yeah, I've got I pulled the New York Times article. Oh, Veronix is here. The algorithm brings me back, it seems. What? The algorithm. Well, now, Veronix, let me tell you, if you want to come back anytime, let me do a little bit of promotion here. Right here. Right there. Go there and sign up, Veronica. Did I get the address right? Yeah. Go there and sign up, and you get an email when we're live with a click. Don't have to wait on the algorithm. You don't want to. Let's see. Now, where did I put that article, Jamie? I had it.
Well, I'll just interject this. There's been a fashion change in the world. That famous footballer, soccer player, Erling Haaland, has shaved off his man bun. And
he what?
He's got a butch haircut now. And you watch all over the world, men are going to be shaving their man buns off.
Oh my God.
I watched the game this morning. Yeah, they won. Manchester City won, but he's got a shaved head.
Oh man.
Why? What was the reason? Did he have a reason?
No, they didn't interview him. At least I didn't see it, but it just said that he's got a new look. He just got a new look. He definitely got a new look.
He is one of those men that can wear a man bun and look good.
Yeah.
Then there's these men that have them that do not look good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, honey.
What's the name?
Erling, Haaland is his last name.
Erland.
Erling Haaland, Haaland. Yeah, you go to Google Images, you can see it.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, well, he is reasonably handsome, except for the too pudgy nose.
Yeah, he's got kind of a weird nose.
This is the story Jamie and I were getting alarmed at this morning. I don't know what this could be about.
What the hell are those two talking about?
I know. That's why we got focused on it. We're trying to figure out what the hell is going on with that. I don't much like it. Let's see what the story actually says here. Jeffries met privately in recent weeks to discuss potential areas of what they ought to be talking about is arresting Kushner for bribery by the Saudis. I mean, what?
Well, yeah.
But we're going to talk about common ground.
Yeah, I swear Jared's trying to follow Daddy into jail.
I think he might.
Well, it sounds to me like what he's doing is he's making a deal to keep the new Democrat House from investigating him. I mean, I'll tell you who I'll bet's not happy about this is Jamie Raskin. Because Jamie Raskin had started an investigation before they lost control of Congress in the last election, and he's already started again. He's revving up his committee to go after.
Oh my God, he can't wait.
Jared Kushner, and if I mean, I bet the minute I bet the minute he got word of this, he was on the horn to Jeffries. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, well, Kushner's looking forward to a Democratic House, possibly Senate, and thinking about the relationship with Israel, because he's got a whole lot of money floating
Well, I think
around
he's-
the Middle East.
Yeah,
The Saudis.
well, but I think primarily he's thinking about how to keep the House from investigating him.
Right. Well,
the
that's
point.
that's what I'm saying. That he's even a worse criminal than his father because he's smarter than Daddy ever was.
Yeah, I do have to say that he does have a brain, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all know the story. You know, he hired his father. His brother was ratting on him, whatever it was they were prosecuting for. His brother was going to rat on him, and so he hired a prostitute to get with his brother and film it. And then he threatened to show it to his brother's wife if he didn't refuse to testify.
Good people.
Wow.
Now that's
Great
the
people.
witness. That's witness tampering there, isn't it?
Just a little.
I don't know what the
That's
hell
the
you call it,
witness
but it ain't good. Not good.
You know, my whole thing with this whole administration is just, why can't people be held accountable? Why can't
That's
they do
why
that?
we got to win Congress. We will
Oh,
hold
yeah.
them accountable once we win Congress. That's why we
Well,
do
not
it.
if we have
Win the
Hakeem
midterm.
Jeffries in there as head.
I know. That's what upsets me about this story.
Ugh. It just pisses me off.
Yeah, because Jeffries is looking for which side his bread is buttered on.
Exactly.
I'm going to
He doesn't
interject
care.
one. I'm going to interject one little thing here. In 8 minutes, I got to split because I got to go to a birthday party. My daughter's
Oh.
58 years old today, and I got to go to Finley.
Oh,
Yeah, she actually my stepdaughter, but I mean, I'm going down to a
Yeah.
birthday party. I'll be leaving here in 8 minutes. Continue.
Okay.
8 minutes.
oh, and
Huh?
happy Virgo season. It's officially Virgo season.
All right.
Yay.
We're in control now.
Are-
Don't fuck with us.
Yeah. Us Virgos.
I was eager to show this to Blue if she showed up because she was the first on the data center case. She was the first I know to start hollering about data centers way back, and it's worked. I mean, I've been noticing it for a while now that it's working. The backlash is real. It's on the front page of the New York Times this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And Republicans are truly running scared on it. They don't know what to do about it.
Yeah.
Now, the trouble
Oh.
with Jeffries is you can say a lot of good about him, but boy, can he be a weasel.
He's very much about himself, and his position.
Right.
He doesn't want to lose that.
Well, the thing I don't get about him meeting with Kushner is what does he get out? What do the Democrats get out
Right.
of doing deals with
Well,
him?
like
I
we're
don't
saying,
understand that at all.
Jeffries wants to hang on to his thing.
But how does Kushner help him do that? I don't understand
If we
the
don't
leverage.
take the Senate, Kushner helps him negotiate. If there's just a gain.
Well, I think part of it is, what about Trump's deal that he did with the DOJ about not being prosecuted for
Right.
anything? Maybe Kushner is not. I'm guessing Kushner is not covered in that, so maybe that's why he's doing that.
But they have worked on good things together before to get
Right.
changes made in legislation. It's all negotiating, and like I said, they're all trying to stay out of jail.
Well, before you go, Dexter, I had a couple of goodies on your buddy Vivek running for governor there in Ohio.
Columbus at one of
Here's
my favorite neighborhood restaurants, Kuko's Taqueria. Used to come here about
everything. It's his barber, his music teacher. It's always used to. 10 years ago, I used to go to this restaurant. Let's see if it's still there.
3 or 4 days a week, but I get home too late nowadays. But we made a lunch trip today.
Renee's going to. So, but here's the thing that I got to pull this ad here that who is it that's the Democrat running against him, Dexter Acton?
Dr. Amy Acton.
Amy Acton, yeah. So anyway, they did this because this has been a series. We've been showing them on here. We've been looking at them here a lot. This has been a series they've been doing of him just walking and talking to the camera, and they make fun of how he's just a man walking alone.
See him in the street, walking by himself,
Walking by himself. Talking to himself. That cracks me up.
It's quiet uptown from Hamilton.
Walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Have pity.
Over in comments, Veronica has some kind of debate coming up on Saturday. I don't know what he's
Oh.
talking about.
Thank you for that. I like that.
That was
Yeah.
fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dexter, I saved that just for Dexter when I saw him yesterday.
Yeah, that's a good
Now
one.
we're going. Let me get our screen up for. Oh yeah, I've got it going.
He hasn't answered me, so I don't know if he's still there.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he probably got bored with us. Oh. Oh, do you have some of that Jubilee?
Oh yeah, I did get that somewhere. I have to go hunt for it. I go and do. Let's see. I don't mind.
Did we get any serendipity this morning?
Yeah, I've got it ready to go. I was waiting to see if Jack showed up, but
Yeah, I'll watch it on the YouTube replay.
I have to
When I get back.
run, but bye everybody.
Bye bye,
oh, okay.
Katie.
See you later. Yeah, here's this morning's serendipity. Little cello. Some cello action.
My grandfather's instrument. Cello.
So what's your debate, Veronica?
Yeah,
Veronica, is it
I asked her,
Veronica?
so they gave a response.
I keep thinking it's Veronica, but it's Veronics. Veronics. Yeah, there's Jack's cello.
That guy's good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Huh.
We got the big race in about 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, I got some stuff on that. It's shaping up into another big fiasco as far as how they treat the crowds and so on.
No, didn't they have to start loading them in like hours ago?
Listen to this.
I don't know.
Oh, let's see. I got to pull that off. Can't keep up with y'all. All right, now here we go. Now we're going to switch. Well, we're going to switch to the race. Here we go.
The Freedom 250 Grand Prix, and it is already a clusterfuck. Here are all of the road closures around D.C. In yellow are street closures outside of the Grand Prix event itself. And I encountered so many tourists walking confidently into dead ends because there's just no signage. I will say.
That's I heard from a friend who had relatives visiting who went to this yesterday. They had the time trials or whatever, and they were complaining that they couldn't figure out where anything was, and there were barricades everywhere, and they just wandered around aimlessly, which is exactly what this woman's describing.
At least they learned from the nightmare of the Great American State Fair and actually put seating with umbrellas around the mall. The problem is, even once you're inside, there's all these like fenced off areas. It's super unclear how to get to anything. But hey, we get vroom vroom cars in the Capitol. Cool.
Cool. Broom broom cars in the cap.
The little boys are playing with their toys.
Yeah. I mean, it actually looks kind of boring to me. I mean, some of the clips that I saw of people that actually got to where they could see the cars, which a lot of people, this is all you see. Isn't that exciting? I guess.
Unless
when you're into cars,
yeah, for this kind of race, if you're in some sort of like raised infield or a raised location on the outside of the racetrack, it really is boring.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you see.
Yeah, all you see is the car going by. I went to a big one at Fort Ord when it was still Fort Ord. And that was fun because we were like up on the hillside looking down on the track.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that was interesting because you could see them going around the turns and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like
anyone down level with the track couldn't really see anything.
Well, and they've got all these barricades. You know, here's the. I mean, these people look totally bored to me. To see, I mean, and particularly if you're a little kid, you got somebody's got to hold you up because these barricades are pretty tall here. So I don't really get it.
Itself is so short that at least they will get a lot of stuff going by frequently.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess.
Now they have to go around that course something like 100, almost 150 times to get the distance of the 250 they're trying to get.
Yeah. Wow. I don't get it.
Well, what I don't get is if one of them rolls, you're going to have.
Yeah, apparently they didn't have any accidents yesterday, I guess.
Well, they probably wouldn't for the time trials because they're separated. You know.
Oh, here's that. Oh, here's that independent out. This is this independent out.
That's the only place that they could put the pit. Was see where you see them going into that.
Oh yeah, they put it on Pennsylvania Avenue because that was the longest.
That was the only street wide enough to allow for a pit, and that could turn into a big problem.
I want to get oh, I can't get on them. Trying to get this. Trying to get something on here that I'm pulled up. Damn it.
Anyway, I've really got to try these Canadian Dynamo bars.
I'm trying to get this damn CNN thing on here, and I can't get what I've got on the screen off. Let's see, because I want to see this independent.
Oh, you would want to get rid of the TikTok?
I can't find where it is to get rid of it. Let's see. I've got to get. I guess I'm going to have to get one of those gigantic monitors where I can see everything on the screen. If I can't get this off the screen, where? I don't know.
My son's got.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, my son's got a 3-monitor thing set up, and my son-in-law has one.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing I'm going to have to.
I don't know. Everybody trying to live their lives all alone with their screens.
Is it there yet? No, it's still not.
No, there's just me there.
Here he is. Why did that take so damn long?
This
is an independent in Nebraska
right now, I'm certainly
who's running
on winning this
for
seat
Senate.
For working Nebraska.
Well, I swear, if we have a real avalanche.
You spoke about Pete Ricketts. He is aligning himself with President Trump. I mean, this is a state where about half
this
of
guy has a
registered voters
shot.
Are Republicans. So isn't it being on
even if he
President
doesn't
Trump's
caucus
side
Democrat,
a
if he
wise
votes
strategy in
with
a
the
state that
Democrats,
Trump
it's almost
won by
like having a
Is this
Democrat.
for the primary on
I
Tuesday?
think it is. I don't think it is.
I think so.
You know, because again, this is a government buying for the people.
I always worry about third parties
one
because they
person in
can
the executive
screw up
branch.
the vote
And now, you know, with the war in Iran,
somebody you
that's
don't want.
well, we'll have to start with a blanket tariff policy that's really hurting our row crop farmers. costs. Now the war in Iran.
He wouldn't be running in the primary, so he would be in the general because he's an independent.
This beef deal on 300 tons
and
of
what they're talking about doing in Nebraska is Democrats just pulling back. In some cases, they're trying to talk the Democrat out of the race because the independent in these red states has a shot where the Democrat doesn't. So this guy is actually polling.
You're a lifelong independent. You came from a conservative
here,
household.
Here, their little background.
Did you vote for Trump in 2024 or Kamala Harris?
No, I voted for Sean Fain. I wrote him in.
You voted for Sean Fain. And what about
the UAW
2020 and 2016? Did you vote for Trump in either of those election cycles?
No, I usually write in. I'm where a lot of Americans sit, where I get frustrated with both of my choices. I haven't seen anybody in quite a while that I can align myself and want to get behind. And so hopefully in the future that'll change.
So have you always written in candidates? Have you ever voted for?
To refer to some of our up and comers though as social democrats. I don't want them branded with the whole socialism thing.
That's between me and my pen at the voting ballot.
Okay, fair enough. How you were critical of Trump?
Navy veteran,
give Trump about his job,
industrial mechanic.
Right now, I mean, if you look at the industries in Nebraska and especially agriculture, like I said, this is a massive agriculture state.
Oh, some woman killed her police officer husband.
We're not doing well. Like I said, I was just talking to a row crop farmer the other day, farms 1,900 acres.
Oh, look at that. I ran into this again. This is so interesting. I keep forgetting now that I can't ask. See there, I can't. If I just simply asked Gemini.
Gemini will tell you
of that election is, and so they won't tell me. I can't get over how that's happening. And so, but now if I go over and ask ChatGPT the same question, what is status of Dan Osborn race in Nebraska? And it'll give me an answer. But Gemini, this only started in the last few days. Because see, now here's a complete answer. That okay, so it's he's running against. So
Cindy Burbank withdrew. So he does stand a real chance.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. See, this is what Democrat. It's under the radar, and I've been focusing. It's happening in 2 or 3 red states, where the independents were doing so well. Democrats have actually pulled back for the general because the Democrats doing much worse. So this could be something that happens that nobody's seeing right now.
So there hasn't been a lot of polling yet.
Right. Yeah. And so it's all kind of, I mean, we're just in, pioneering country here as far as what happens with this, but it's basically a two person race between those two people. And
has Ricketts come out with any commentary on this guy?
Who?
Ricketts, the one he's running against.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just now noticing this in the last couple of days. I haven't even begun to really dig into what is happening here, but and it depends on, the thing is, this guy in particular says he wouldn't actually vote to caucus with the Democrats. So that would be dicey. If the Democrats needed him to get the majority, they'd have to put a lot of pressure on him to do that. That's only significant because his voting pattern would be with Democrats. But if he actually voted to caucus with the Democrats, then he would count toward them getting the majority of the Senate. So this is just like an outer edge of the midterm campaign that is a late development that could make a difference, might not. I don't know. There's a couple other states where that
the only thing that Ricketts has done so far was from 6 days ago. So he hasn't really commented on Osborn yet.
Huh. And I never even heard of that senator, that Ricketts. I never had even heard of the guy.
Well, he was one of those ones who was so entrenched that, you know, he could die in office.
Yeah.
Most of them seem to be trying to do that.
Because you look at the way the dominoes are falling.
But there he is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Suicide farmers are up 3.5 times the national average. You know, like I said, a lot of the markets have been closed off for our farmers. Now this beef deal that's going to hurt our cattlemen. It's just happening over and over again. So and the bailout didn't bail anybody out.
Sorry to interrupt. So if you give Trump a failing grade, what about the Democrats in the Senate? The Democratic leader, Chuck Schumer?
I want him to ask him if he would vote to caucus with the Democrats. That's the key thing.
I give them all an F. You know why? Because we're on extension from a farm bill from 2018. You know, and that farm bill from 2018 is 2014 prices. So our subsidies, our crop insurance that favors corporate ag is failing our farmers, and they've had ample opportunity to come to the table.
Well,
and give
that's
us
the
a
kind
farm
of talk
bill,
that's
and it hadn't happened.
That's getting him support.
Nebraska Independent Senate candidate Dan Osborn. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Really
interesting.
So he's president of the union.
Yeah, I think it was the bakery union. I think was that.
Kellogg's.
Yeah. And
U.S. Navy for 4 years, and then now he's Nebraska National Guard.
Wonder if he's done any ads at all.
There's an osbornforsenate.com site. I don't know how much else is on there.
Oh, here he is. Here he is doing something. Get the volume up.
Hi, Venter Linda.
I'll get oh, here he is drinking Kool-Aid. Is that on the screen?
No, not yet.
Jeez. Oh, there it is. God, I got to figure that out. Yeah, here he is.
That's another Kool-Aid Days in the books. Well, at least the parade. We're actually going to go to Kool-Aid Days and drink some Kool-Aid right now. I'm going to go and try as many different flavors as I can. Dan Osborn here. We're in Hastings, Nebraska for Kool-Aid Days. That's right. Kool-Aid was invented right here in Hastings, Nebraska in 1927. We're going to march in the parade. It's going to be awesome.
Learned something. Kool-Aid was invented in Nebraska. Did we know that?
Yeah. And he seems comfortable just chatting. So that's a good sign.
Yeah. Hey, Venter. Venter, we're examining a sort of a phenomenon, a potential phenomenon of independents winning in red states for the U.S. Senate because Democrats are pulling out. So the independents who have more popularity, and this is a guy in Nebraska.
That's cute. Tossing fruit to the kids.
Yeah. Oh, let's get his volume back.
And try as many different flavors as
lifelong independent is his
well,
label.
At least the parade. We're actually going to go to Kool-Aid Days and drink some Kool-Aid right now. I'm going to go and try as many different flavors as I can before I get a stomach ache.
Strawberry.
And then I'll stop trying flavors after that.
Venter Linda, does
the Sharkleberry Fin
Europe have any opinion on Kushner?
Let's see.
All right, everybody. Dan Osborn here.
Finance.
I just want to do a quick explanation of money in politics. And one of the main reasons I'm running to get dark money out of politics. So you have two sides.
Well,
have the
you don't-
campaign
You
side,
don't see
and
this
you have dark
candidate
money
with a
outside
with,
groups.
with a,
Within the
with a
campaign
whiteboard.
side,
He's got his
this is the
own
good side.
whiteboard. Yeah.
You have set
Doing
donation limits.
teaching a
You have
class.
full donor disclosure, so you know where the
Huh.
money's coming from. When you donate to Osborn for Senate, it goes to this side. And then for the ads, these are all candidate.
Oh, he's
approved
explaining
ads,
his own
period,
finances and
on
everything.
this side.
Right.
Now you go to the dark side.
The
You
dark
have
side.
No money limits, no spending limits. On this side, you have limited
Huh.
donor disclosure. So that means you don't even know
Oh, I
where the
like
money's
that.
coming from. This is all driven by Citizens United. Look that up if you don't know what it is. And these at the bottom here, we have the ads not made or approved by the candidate, period. And these two sides cannot
Huh.
coordinate. It is illegal for these two sides to coordinate.
Well, I'm gonna go back to some robots.
Now, can you explain Kushner to Winter Linda? Oh, yeah.
Well, where do the independents stand? Well, they're this one in particular is against the billionaires. They're against the billionaires. The
Kushner
news
went
of,
up with
you're talking about-
Hakeem
we're
Jeffries.
going back. That's a different
Yeah.
story. Yeah. Well, all we know is that the Democrat leader of the House, Jeffries, this New York Times put up a story this morning that that they're having meetings, private meetings, and we're not happy about it. That's all I know so far. Is what are they meeting about? Well, that's a good question. And let's see, we'll put it back up here on the screen and see, and pull up the actual story. And yeah, Jeffries and Kushner meeting privately. Let's get down here. Rare engagement through age. Neither man would comment on the session. One described with knowledge of it as a broad conversation on a range of topics. Those around Trump were well aware of the likelihood of a Democratic-led House and trying to foster as much of a working relationship as possible before any change. The thing I just can't figure out, maybe let's see if maybe this article, do they get into what would Jeffries gain from this? I mean, yeah, Trump's called Jeffries a thug, a low IQ person. And, you know, he pretty much gets all of his insults. The private get-together was described as a catch-up. I don't even like the fact that they needed a catch-up. That implies they had a prior friendship or
Well,
something.
they did on that crime bill.
Oh,
During
you're right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Kushner did a bunch of deals with Democrats on that, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Republicans weren't happy about it either.
No.
What did that bill do? That was like for mass incarceration or something?
Something like that, you know, and on cash bail and all of that.
Yeah. And
you know, the stuff that keeps people locked up for ages without a trial.
yeah, there's just nothing. I'm not seeing this article apparently doesn't get into any speculation about what they're meeting about. Jeffries would be under intense pressure from progressive to use his power as a check on Trump. Yeah, you sure will be. Yeah. And
like I said, I think Jeffries is trying to. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Kushner is trying to stay out of jail.
So yeah,
if they start investigating, if they investigate Trump, you know, he's going to throw Ivanka's hubby under the bus if it means saving his own bacon.
Yeah. Calls to defy Mr. Impossible. See, I mean, one of the first things it's going to, I mean, it could be because Trump was very obsessed in South Carolina night before last about impeachment. That could be what they're trying to get Jeffries to decide, because Jeffries has not endorsed the idea of pursuing impeachment if they win the House. He has not signed on. He hadn't said he hadn't ruled it out, but he hadn't signed on to it. That could be, it could be that basic.
Well, that's why everybody gets upset with Jeffries, is he, sits on the fence there. And yes, he's trying to keep his political life alive, but sometimes he just gets a little bit too far right and strange.
Because here's Trump this was not last night. This was, let's see, when was this? When was it? He was in South Carolina. Let me take that down. I got this video here. Hey, Blue.
Hey.
Hi, Blue.
Hello, Jamie. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Good.
I'll be missing on Tuesday. I've got a doctor's appointment.
Oh.
Okay. We're pursuing right now, Jamie, why Kushner and Jeffries are meeting, and we're pursuing the angle that they could simply be talking about making sure Jeffries doesn't sign on to an impeachment effort. And the reason I think that might be on what Kushner was sent to do is because in South Carolina, night before last, this was Trump. He was very.
I'm going to be impeached. They're going to impeach me. They have no idea why. I saw today a congressman said on one of the shows, "We're going to impeach President Trump. We're going to impeach." Oh, really? Why? The person was asking.
I mean, the thing is, he's very focused on that. He brought it up the other night, and I thought, that's
Which is why nobody needs to campaign on it. Nobody needs to make a peep about it, because it's going to give him ammunition to fire up what's left of his dwindling base. People are hurting though because of gas prices and food prices. They might want him impeached at this point. They might want something to happen to him for illegally doing those tariffs.
See, I think the public's ready for it, ready for the argument. That's going to be a discussion within the. What we're focused on is this why Kushner is suddenly having private meetings with Jeffries.
Well, Jeffries
to try to figure out a deal to avoid impeachment, because Jeffries has not signed on to this impeachment plan at all.
Well, that's
hadn't ruled it out either. Hadn't ruled it out. Either.
Well, and here's the other: is Jeffries going to win?
Oh, he'll.
And do you think that if he wins, do you think that he's going to continue? He's going to get. Do you think he's going to get to be speaker if the Dems take back? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think people hate him.
They don't have the votes against him. I don't think so. That might be a. The last count I saw, it was about 10%.
He is in the same bucket with Schumer as far as rolling over and putting Israel first. People are done. People are done with putting Israel first.
But not enough people is the problem. There are just not enough members to vote against him.
That's the other Kushner angle that I was talking about, is the Middle East. Because Kushner is really on the Israeli side.
Sure is. I think he's Mossad. There was a thing I saw a thing that Charles Kushner used to have Bibi Netanyahu at his house, and Jared Kushner, I guess it was Jared or Josh, one of them, he actually used his bedroom. He used to be an overnight guest. He grew up knowing Bibi Netanyahu before he was who he is now, but he grew up knowing Bibi Netanyahu in Charles Kushner's house.
Well, Bibi went to high school. He went to high school in Philadelphia because David has a relative who a relative of David's has a friend who went to high school in Philadelphia with Bibi, which is the first I knew about that. He actually graduated from high school in Philadelphia.
Well, and you should see how many of members of Congress have dual citizenship, U.S. and Israel. That's a problem, because who are they putting first? Nobody should have. I'm at the point where I don't think that any member of Congress should have dual citizenship with any country. I mean, what if they had dual citizenship with China or Russia? What would people do? They'd lose their freaking minds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's getting to the point that they can't ignore, the impact that Israel is having on the United States. And it's like,
pulling us down, because now we're in a stupid war that we didn't need to be in.
That ought to, you'd think that would crystallize it for people. That war is because Israel is what got us into it. Do you think people would make that connection?
Here's the other thing. So they say they're going to switch out the USS Liberty with another ship. What's going to happen when all of those sailors, are they going to allow them to say boo? Are they going to be under threat of losing their benefits or being court-martialed if they're still in the military? If they say anything bad about?
No, are you talking about the Abraham Lincoln?
The USS Lincoln.
Lincoln. Okay.
Yeah. It's like, are they going to even let that ship come back, or is Israel going to do something terrible to them? and then that makes. I don't trust them, because I think they are terrified of what's going to happen when those sailors get back. And
what would the sailors do that would
start talking more, start showing
about
more
Israel?
Pictures, about what the conditions on that ship. And
about the war.
About terribly they were treated and how the conditions on the ship. And it doesn't do anything for morale. It doesn't do anything for. I think they're going to be looking at a draft.
That would reflect badly on Iran, though, because the main problem with the ship getting assistance was that Iran bombed and eradicated the source of their supplies.
Well, why wouldn't they bomb and eradicate the supply line of the enemy?
Right, but what I'm saying is that
we attacked them unilaterally. We went to them. They didn't do anything to us.
Well, I know that part of it, hon. And what I'm talking about is that the conditions on the ship were caused by the war.
Instead of
there was no way to supply the ship because of what the Irani.
Now, I was waiting to see if you came, Blue, because I found this very interesting. Kellyanne Conway they don't even ask her about it. They're actually talking about the war in the first part of this interview.
She had a makeover.
She changes the subject to data centers, and she prefaces it. And I looked, I couldn't find any records of, she's got this new consulting company, and she's doing polling for big business now. That's her whole thing. But anyway, she says at the beginning something that indicates to me she's actually getting paid by data
confusing
centers.
Energy and enthusiasm with actual turnout. And I want to say a quick thing about data centers, because we're very involved.
Right here. See right here. She totally changes the subject there because she knows the interview's almost over. And she says, and you get to see it in her mind. She's going, okay, I need to work.
I got to get my plug in. I got to get my plug in.
Now listen to the very first word she says here. She pretty much says she's working for them.
Polling in this space. You got to create FOMO instead of NIMBYism.
Oh, I think I typed
data centers, because we're very involved in polling in this space.
We're very involved in polling in this space.
She said, I'm very involved in polling in this space.
So that's her company. Yep.
When she left the administration, she went back to what she did before Trump. She's always been a pollster for big business. She was the pollster for the Major League Baseball for many years when they were trying to reach out to women sports fans. Anyway, that's the kind of thing she does. So it makes sense. So listen to her defend the data centers.
You have to make people see the data center dividend from the beginning. If we're going to be part of this technological revolution yet again as a nation, then we need to have data centers to power that AI revolution. I understand why people don't like the noise and the unsightliness, but we need to show them. In Washington State, for example, where a data center has existed for a while now, they built a $15 million
Anyway, she goes on and on with that. I mean,
but here's the
I'd
thing.
been wondering what happened, what she was doing. Well, now I know. she's raking it in for data.
Did they finally get divorced?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is her daughter talking to her?
I don't know. But that's who they've got out there working on the mess. They're worried. They are worried. They got to.
Here's the other thing: the AI bubble is getting ready
to PR battle.
The AI bubble is getting ready to pop. It will pop very, very soon. And they'll,
Yeah,
and there's
didn't
going to be a
I
scramble.
was hollering about that a month ago when I looked at the finances. I thought you can't spend that much money for the little profit they make and sustain that.
But
That's
here's
not
the thing, they don't need the land for data centers. China is sinking them into the sea to cool them. So there's no land and there's no water, although it's going to raise the temperature of the ocean eventually if they get enough of them in there. So what they're doing is it's a land grab. It's a resource grab. They want the land, they want the water rights, and that's what they're going to do. And then it's like, and they're getting tax abatements from all these counties. It's like, they're not even going to pay any taxes on it.
Oh yeah.
And so then it's like, well, now they've got their data center. They own the land and they can just do whatever they want with it because it is a land grab. I swear to you, it's a land grab.
The top story of the New York Times this morning, Sunday paper, data center backlash burst into the midterms. And they've got a whole piece here about how the Republicans are just on the run. And and Democrats have been very good at seizing the momentum, making ads and everything.
Well, you can see when Greg Abbott backs off. That's
one of the examples they give in here. So I'm just saying you're winning this war, gal. You started hollering about data centers a long time ago. And
now can we talk about how food insecurity was in Project 2025? That's part of their plan. Like, oh my God.
We got to do one thing. It's like the old saying, how do you wash a herd of elephants? One at a time.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of
take the win.
How was your boiled clothes?
Oh, I showed that at the beginning of the hour. I had the photos and everything through that, but we're done with the hour now, and
okay.
I'm gonna take us out with.
I'll go back and watch.
I found this.
It's upside down. We should be doing what.
This guy cracks me up. He's saying our problem is we need cigarettes again. He's saying let's bring back cigarettes. Good to see you there, Venter. Jamie, you said you're off tomorrow or no? What
Tuesday.
Is it? You said
Tuesday. I'm gone Tuesday.
All right. Okay, well here's this fun guy. Just have a little go out on a Sunday. Well, Jack did it. We played Sunday Serendipity earlier, the cello, so everybody can get over on trailmix.cc and hear all that. Here's this guy saying, "Let's bring back cigarettes."
The world's upside down. We should be doing whatever we want. Like, we should bring back cigarettes. No, we were better people when we smoked them, and we smoked them at the wrong time. We smoked them when the world was great, when brick homes were $60,000. Healthcare was affordable. The news was digestible. We need Marlboros now, man. And I know some of y'all in this room, I can't believe he's doing the cigarette bit. I'm probably talking to you, Diane. You're on box wine and Xanax.
Box wine and Xanax.
You could use a Camel in a long walk worse than any of us. Nobody smokes a cigarette and comes back a worse version of himself. You're going to get a better version of them. Nancy's smiling. Her teeth are yellow, but she's happy, man.